What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. I'm Rahgel. This is Sig. We're going to try and do a little more of the fun stuff for Halloween that we've covered so much that I've really just done a whole lot with this month. This is my favorite months. Put your hand down. We're not taking any questions.
I was showing an upside down cross.
Oh, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, you need Jesus, so yeah, hold it up. Speaking of which, I know you've done... What the fuck? Really? I didn't know G.I. Joe made Jesus. You've made how many TikTok shorts? Or are they shorts? No, they're not shorts. Yes.
Well, there's TikToks and there's shorts. Shorts are on YouTube, TikToks are on TikTok.
That's what I meant.
And Reels.
You have quite a few of them. And you even did some also individual episodes, lonely episodes, solo episodes, whatever you want to call them.
Most of my
For this
solos
month.
are only on OL, so.
Should change that. Fuck.
Yeah, home dad.
Now this month, we were talking earlier, you said you've watched 12 horror movies this month.
Yeah, to be fair, 10 of those were Saw.
I need to know what you've watched.
Okay, so let's see if I can find my catalog really quick. Because I watch this on multiple platforms. My wife and I did just not binge watch, that's the wrong word. We did just watch the entire Saw franchise series to get in preparation for Saw 10 that got released. I haven't seen that yet, unfortunately, because, kids and all. God damn it. We just got done watching Would You Rather on Hulu, which, by the way, I will say this. I love discovering, quote, new movies that are from like fucking a decade ago.
Yeah.
Because, again, a decade ago, I was overseas. Or over a decade ago, whatever. But anyways, in Would You Rather, it has the blonde girl from Pitch Perfect and the son of the main bad guy plays Penguin in Gotham. Like, that's where I know him from. But he's also in John Wick, I think it was. I think it's what it said, John Wick 3 or 4. Anyways, Would You Rather? We've watched. I go through like the whole fucking catalog now because it's all there. I'm not on my Apple TV to see all of it. This is not Google time. I did try to watch Chucky. Couldn't get into that one. I got like 45 minutes into Chucky. I just gave up because I was like, this is not catching my attention.
The new Chucky, where he's...
No, like the original.
Oh, you're talking about the... Okay.
Yeah, like the original. I couldn't get into it. It wasn't like... It was scary. It was just one of those like... bored.
Yeah, the original, it's... Yeah, you have to watch for what it is at the time.
Original Hellraisers. The iconic, Freddy's and Jason, their whole series. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, the latest one I watch is Would You Rather, and that was, again, why this is listed as horror or thriller, whatever the fucking subcategory is that they have this under. Let me see if I can.
Psychological horror thriller. Yeah,
so it's horror, thrill. Anyway, it's not. Okay, it's not. I wouldn't even say Saw is a horror. That's like definitely a psychological one. But again, I think we've talked about this briefly in other episodes, or maybe the attacks, whatever it was. I can watch horror shows and thrillers if there's a realm of realism to it. Sounds really fucking morbid and like villain backstory type thing, but but like I'm perfectly okay with that. 100%. As long as there's no creepy fucking little children, I'm good. Good. But like Saw, very possible. Like I'm sure it's probably going on. it's possibly happening because why not? Would you rather? Again, came out in 2012. Is about a family who is going to pay off somebody's debt completely and give them some money to live off of too after that. But everybody gets handpicked by some doctor or like they're all handpicked in some way or another, and the game of Would You Rather comes into play. But it's very like I wouldn't even say dark, but it's a twisted sense of um, like one of the questions is, would you rather stab person X with an ice pick in the thigh, or smack person Y with an African uh, showbook stick, and they just go around the whole table. There's 10 of them. 10? I'm trying to count how many are on each side. Yeah, 10. 5 and 5. And the head bad guy and his son sit at the end of the table watching all this. And of course, they go around and they ask, and there's really no penalty for choosing one or the other. But the strongest survives and they win. But there's like, would you rather shock yourself or shock the person next to you? 15 seconds aside or 30 seconds aside. And it's all based upon that like very dark, quote, dark, twisted, would you rather.
Mhm.
Not a horror, not a thriller, um, like, I don't know. But it's also very like possibly real because it's a rich, filthy fucking family who has nothing better to do with their life than once a year collect 8 or 10 poor people or people struggling, and like, hey, we're gonna pay off all your debt, or we're gonna give you some like 25,000 or 50,000 to live off of too for surviving our game. The other 9 don't live, so you can play to possibly win or die. But like, if there wasn't any like, there was no cringing, there was none of them that made me go, oh my god, that thing. None of it caught me off guard, but it was a good, like, it was a good movie. Just don't go in there going, it's gonna be a horror movie. No, it's just a movie.
Yeah.
It's not close to
Yeah.
horror.
I mean, the director, he's David Guy Levy really has no real horror movie background. He worked on Snakes on a Plane, but like doesn't seem like he has any big name movies he's really even done.
Yep.
Yeah, it's. I looked at the synopsis of it, and it has a good concept, good plot, and everything too. Just probably one of those movies that the dumb fun Halloween ones you probably wouldn't watch outside of Halloween or like outside of
Yeah.
October
Yeah.
type. Because like I've gone through and I've watched all kinds of stupid shit throughout the year,
Yeah.
but this month I've watched a lot more of the older stuff. I've already watched Trick or Treat, The Faculty. What I watched the other night, I watched another one. Oh, Lost Boys. I
Yeah.
watched Lost Boys. And then I found out I don't know, Paul must have heard me watching it or something because I found something today when an interview with Kiefer Sutherland. He talked about one of the scenes that was removed from the movie was when there's a scene in the movie when they're on a beach and they attack. I think they're bikers or something. Some people they're on the beach. There's a whole scene of it where they're on the campfire and everything. And the scene that got removed, what they did is the guy that they attacked was bald, and they pretty much ripped his scalp off, and then Kiefer is standing behind him eating his brains like cake, and has a demonic look and smile on his face because as he was told throughout the scene to look like a kid enjoying yourself eating cake. And they said that when they did it, it gave off the creepy one of the creepiest vibes they've ever had. And Kiefer was, I
Yeah.
think, a teenager or early 20s at the time, and he loved how the scene came out, but was disappointed when they cut it because of how morbid and demonic it was. The whole scene was, and so it has not been added to director's cut or anything as of right now. But it's one that would probably be very iconic if it was ever seen.
I feel like that would. So I've seen Lost Boys. I think that would. I feel like that would change the whole like narrative after that. Like it would. It would not change it, but like intensify. I guess would be the best way. Is it'd go from being like kind of horror to like, okay, hold on, this motherfucker right here. Like it changes the whole perspective of it, which I was actually just talking with my wife earlier, saying we should watch Lost Boys again.
Just don't go past that one. That anything past the first Lost Boys is garbage. Don't watch the second one. Don't watch the third one.
I didn't know there was another one.
Oh, also, when
So
the second Lost Boys they tried to do, that's when Corey Haim tried to make his comeback before he died.
Oh.
And during the filming of that one is when everything kind of went downhill. And I can't remember if that's when if he died during the filming of that one or but yeah, it was one of his. He was in that one with Corey. Him and Phil were in that one together.
There's a lot of the Lost Boys.
Let's see. I'm looking at like 87 is when the first one came out,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of looking at the movies that came out that year, and trying to see if that scene would. Yeah. Which I mean,
I know they just released one this year.
I didn't know
it
that
does
either.
not look like a horror one. This looks more like a adult film. Oh, it's French. That's what. Fuck it. That doesn't count.
I think the last one I did. I don't even know if that's. I don't think 2020 is one. They released one this year.
It's a French movie, and it translates to the Lost Boys.
Yeah, they have the Lost Boys and the Lost Boys: The Tribe. That's the one in 2008.
Yeah,
and then the Thirst is 2010. So there's three that I've seen as far as because Feldman is in all three of those.
Yeah,
Haim is in the first in the first two. So yeah, it's that's one I watch every year. I love that. That movie's great. I'm trying to think of there's other ones that I've watched. Oh, Silver Bullet is another one. That's also a Corey Haim movie where he's paralyzed. But another good one. So
and that's what's so interesting. At least for me, like when I think, and we've kind of touched on this last year. When I think horror and thriller, I think of like I'm going to call them classic and iconic because they have notoriety around the world. But I think about like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael, Pinhead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, Leatherface. There we go. I think his name. I think of like all those like high notoriety type names, or when you think of me, like, oh yeah, I know that's horror, that's thriller, that's XYZ. Mm-hmm. Those are still some like I can watch to a degree. It really just depends on some of them. Like Friday the 13th, there's a couple of them I don't like watching because I'm like, this is kind of pushing on boundaries that I'm not a big fan of. But for the most part, I enjoyed them. Now, Annabelle, nope, won't fucking watch that. Nope. The Nun, not seen enough nuns in my life. None of them look like that. Don't think they should. I'm good. Exorcist, nope, got me there. Like no.
So you're not paranormal because you think it's too realistic or able to.
So okay, so that's where you're gonna like catch me on. That's where you're gonna catch me on like that. Catch me too, where I will watch a show because there's a realm of realism to it. Like Saw again. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's like, I'm gonna seek out vengeance. You told me I had cancer. I went through all this treatment. Now I'm gonna kill you all. Everybody who's had a hand in it. Versus like the exorcism, which again could happen. Depends on if you believe in paranormal and the demons and all that stuff. Then yeah, it definitely could happen. But you had to have that belief in that for it to become real, if that makes sense. Versus Saw, or even Would You Rather, like, no, that just takes some rich fuck or some sadistic asshole, and it's done. You don't need anything else. You don't need paranormal. You don't need monsters to be real. You don't need anything extra. It is what it is at its face value. Rich fucks or vengeful killer, because he got wrong. But I don't know. Those just mess more with my head. Like Exorcist messes with my head. The Nun just creeps me out. Creeps me out. I don't like going to dark places after that. The Ring, that messed me up because I was a little girl. I was like, no, no. But I'm just, it can't be superficial real. It has to be fully in the realm of realism or completely fake ass shit. Like Jason. Not gonna happen.
Like the iconic slasher style you enjoy because it's so far fetched. They are
It's
able to handle it.
removed. Yeah, it's removed.
Okay. Now I know this is where it kind of becomes a gray area with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It is
Real.
based off of
It's real.
true events that are not. What is it? They're not 100% proven. It's funny 'cause the way that they go about it.
So there was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The movie was based off of a real life event. They super embellished it. They twisted a lot of things about the actual Texas event that took place. So it's based off of realistic events, but have been altered to cover whatever privacy. I forget how Paranormal Activity did it either, where it's basically based on real events, but
loosely based on true events, but it's embellished more.
Yeah.
And made for a movie, which happens. Because I mean, you can't. I mean, I'm sure if they tried to do it true to the story, it would have been a boring ass movie.
I don't know if it would have made it on the screen. Have you actually looked into have you read the whole dossier of what happened?
You're asking me if I read something?
Look, it can read it to you. It can read it to you.
I can also watch it, and it tells me what's going on. It's called a movie. I don't know if you know this or not. And it's been what year? I don't read. I don't read books. I don't read articles. I just watch movies. I take that back. I do read some things. I force myself to.
I won't read.
No, I haven't read it.
I won't read a book. I'll read articles all damn day. I'll read on my computer all damn day. But you give me a book, no. No, I
cannot do it. I cannot. No, it's definitely one thing that those are ones. If you watch the original one, it's good. I think this is the second one. Whichever one Matthew McConaughey's in, I think we've talked about before too. But it's a fucking horrible acting. That if you're sitting around with
horrible acting, go watch Saw number 7, the final chapter. Okay, because
they
like 1 through 3. Hell, I even get 4. 1 through 3 was like good acting. 4, by the way, 3 is when Liongate came in. But 1 through 3, good acting. 4, not bad, decent. 5, decent. 6, okay, needs a little work. 7 was just fucking terrible. Like, just there's a part when what's her name? Jigsaw's ex-wife is running to the police station, and she's not really running, she's more like walking, but she's trying to make it look like she's running by pumping her arms. And so terrible of acting. Terrible fucking.
Did you watch Spiral and all of that?
Yeah, we're all like
okay.
And the book of
I couldn't remember if that was thrown into it or not with
that is
with all of it. Okay.
It is. It's the last one before 10. Which 10 just came out. Texas Chainsaw Next Generation, 1994, with Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really bad acting. I will give you that one. Even looking at the trailers, it was quite bad.
So which one came out first, Spiral or 9?
Spiral is technically 9.
No, there's a Saw 9.
No. I just did the
Yes.
whole thing.
Okay, also came out in 2021. Hold on. Is this her own or not? Director Palmalo, SWAT, Daniel Rig.
No, there is no. There is Saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Saw 3, which is 7, the final chapter, Jigsaw, which is 2017, Spiral, and then Saw 10. There is no Saw 9. Saw 9 is by definition Spiral. It's the copycat.
What is this? That is okay. Yep. IMDb fucks me up sometimes when I'm looking at it.
No, you just fucking can't read. You just admitted
Fuckers.
that.
Well, okay, fine, maybe. Wait, there's a Saw 14. No.
No, you might want to be careful on that one. That's on a certain P hub. You want to be careful on. But I mean, I enjoy Saw. It's just manipulation enough that you get sucked into it. But at the same time, I love movies like Paranormal Activity. I love that movie. Like the first one, I thought that was like I was the target audience, clearly. I went and saw it, and I was scared shitless for like 2 days. I had terrible dreams. But it did what it was supposed to do. And then Paranormal 2. It was okay. And after that, it just went downhill quick. Because it's like, oh, let's milk this shit for all it's worth.
Yeah, there's definitely. I mean, if you're looking at franchise horror movies, I mean, Saw is up there. My top one, I mean, obviously is Freddy. That's my all time one that I've always liked. Jason's up there. I mean, Halloween is also another good one. Hellraiser is one that I had a hard time watching Hellraiser because of the I can't remember which one it is. The one where she has to feed the guy in her attic.
Oh.
And
yes.
That one fucked me up because it was so weird. And the death scenes also, the chains would come out and rip them apart. I was like,
So the one where she's feeding him up in the attic?
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents' house, my childhood home, had a self-made attic. I will say that because my dad gutted it and made it into an attic. I don't know if there were squirrels up there, if there was rats up there, whatever. But I remember sneaking down and just kind of watching it because it was on TV. My oldest brother didn't stop me. He was down to visit. He's like, oh, yeah, this is a good movie. I remember going back to bed, no issues, and then waking up in the middle of the night hearing several thumps and thuds in my attic going, the fuck is that? And because my brother was staying home for the weekend or however long he was, don't worry. If you worry or look at it, it's probably that woman. What woman?
Woman. What do you mean? The fuck?
Overactive
that shit.
Oh my god.
That one got me because when they start messing with the cube and start opening shit, and I'm the whole time like, you're gonna get fucking hooked. Just wait, you're gonna get ripped apart. Fucking put it down. Put that fucking demonic Rubik's cube down. You're gonna get fucked up. Put it down. Nope, here it comes. Fucking hook in the chest. Fucking
I'm amazed you haven't said Leprechaun. Like when I think of classic, like Leprechaun's up there for me. I don't know why, but that's like probably because it's one of
that has one, in my opinion, one of the best one-liner iconic killings. Like their catchphrase before you kill somebody, the whole "fuck you, Lucky Charms," and then shoots him. The fucking slingshot in the throat. Yeah, that was great. One of my favorite lines in a horror movie.
Have you
hands down?
But it's not. It is a horror, but it's not. Have you seen the new Goosebumps that just got released on Hulu and Disney Plus?
That one I have not seen. So I've seen the first two, which were okay. My kids liked them.
No. TV series it has nothing to do with any of the others.
I was talking about the movies with Jack Black in them.
No. This is a TV series on Disney
Oh, okay.
Plus. It just debuted last Friday. 2 Fridays ago when this comes out.
They said Hulu.
It's also on Hulu. Disney's starting to like pipe PG-13,
Oh,
TV-14 stuff over to Hulu too, because
Okay.
Disney owns Hulu right now.
Mhm.
So any of their more mature stuff or teenage stuff, they're putting also on Hulu. So their
Okay.
catalog's starting to flow together. Anyways, Goosebumps. It has Justin Long on it. He's the main protagonist, whatever. He's the main bad guy, evil guy from
He's one from
Accepted.
like Jeepers Creepers and Accepted, and
Yeah.
and
So
Waiting.
him.
Okay.
By the way, he plays a really good creepy dude. Really good. When you watch Goosebumps and he becomes creepy, and I'm just like, yeah, that works for him. That works. That's really good acting. I like it on him.
Okay.
But it's a very, very much true to the book of Goosebumps, like how dark and twisted and almost sinister some of them were. Some of them were. Definitely should have read them when you're 8, but now that you're an adult, you read them like, oh, that's really bad. It's a good TV series. New episodes come out every Friday. They already have 5 episodes out. Probably by the time this comes out, the 6th episode should be out. That's a good one. It's a thriller, suspense one. We like it.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch it.
No, I didn't. So I have the other one that we're supposed to start watching also is The Fall of the House of Usher, which is the new one on Netflix.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which I've heard good things about. I have not seen it yet. So that's one that we're going to start watching and hopefully be done here soon.
That is one I was going to ask you about, see if you watched yet, but I guess you haven't.
Not yet. No.
We're also. All right. Let me pull up my Netflix because we have literally a whole separate account or profile where we create lists when it's shit she thinks I'm gonna like.
Oh,
or I like, yeah. Hell House, The Origins is one that we're looking to start watching soon. The Creep Show.
That came out like last year or 2 years ago, right?
Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor, 2023.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell am I thinking of? That says 15 LLC. Oh, Origins, the Carmichael Manor. You said okay.
Yeah.
So the original Hell House one is also
Yeah.
Is that a Netflix one as well? How many fucking Hell Houses are there?
This Origin one comes out in the end of the month. It comes out on the 30th.
Okay, because there's 2 other LLCs.
Yeah, I see that.
So these are all. I think we watched all 3 of these if I remember right.
But this Friday we're gonna start watching Night of the Haunted. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Literally, this is like one shit my wife finds, and she's like, "Hey, would you be interested?"
Yeah.
So.
I think I watched. Yeah, these are. I think I watched them. I don't remember. So much shit we watched in the past 2 years.
Yeah. Puppet Man, which just came out.
Puppet Man?
The Puppet Man just came out on Friday the 13th. And then Creep Show, which is continuing from 2019, but it was recommended to us.
Is that the show?
Creep Show?
Yeah, like actually, is it like a TV show?
Yeah, it's on 4 seasons right now. Based on the years it's projecting.
You watch it and tell me what you think.
Well, hold on. Have you seen it? Because I don't want to watch it if it's not good. Don't make me waste my time on this shit. Because my understanding is
season 1.
It's all based on like twisted, tormented versions of comic books.
Yeah, have you seen it? Like, because there used to be the movies that they had. It was a movie which had
have you seen
many
horror
movies
movie
inside
shit?
of it.
No, I don't watch horror movies. Thanks for asking though.
If you're gonna watch that TV series, you have to watch Creep Show 1 and 2. That'll kind of give you an idea of what it's based around before you start watching that show. Creepshow 1, Creepshow 2. It's just a movie with mini movies within it that tie together in the comic books.
Kind of like bedtime
So
story series.
kind of, yeah, in that way. So it's mini movies within the movie. Those ones are
Gotcha.
great. They have, at the time, actors that you'll know who they are. There's some ones that you'll probably like. There's a fucking bug one too, and it's weird. But there's a blob in there. That's a really good one. There's one of a like a monster in a box type. Yeah, there's some good ones in there. If you watch those before you watch that series, it's not. But I didn't care for the series as much past season 1. I think
Based
I
on the
can't remember.
reviews, season 2 and 3 is where it's at right now. Season 4 is good.
How did I watch?
And then I think tomorrow or Thursday, maybe. Don't quote me on that. No, it's not Thursday because you and I are going to game Thursday. We're going to watch VHS 85, which just came out at the beginning of this month.
VHS movies are good. No, I think okay. So Creep Show.
Yep.
All right, so I've watched VHS movies are good. I've seen those. I didn't know they had a new one to come out. Creepshow 3 is the one to not watch. That one is horrendous. So Creepshow
I'm
1,
gonna be
Creepshow
honest
2.
with you. I'm looking at the trailers. I probably won't watch the movies at all, and probably just go straight to the TV series.
These are early. So you have 82 when Creepshow 1 came out, and then 87 when the second one came out. So these are strictly 80s horror movies. I mean, Leslie Nielsen's in the first one.
So I'm gonna go in as blind.
Stephen King is also in the first one.
I do like Stephen King. I'm gonna go in blind in this one. I'm gonna treat it as though I was just going to begin with. I'm gonna just watch Creepshow the TV series because I have a feeling. I feel like 1, 2, and 3 probably ruined the TV show for you.
No, because I did watch a TV show. I did like it. I got it mixed up with Creepshow 3 because I was watching the Creepshow TV series. I liked it. It ended, and I found a Creepshow 3, and that just pissed me off because it sucked.
Gotcha.
But watch Creepshow 3. If not, just look up the mini movie with Stephen King in it. He also has a quotable scene in there that I crack up. He finds a meteor. It's
Okay.
it's fucking. There's a scene in there that cracks me up. And he talks when he puts his hand in by the meteor. So it's Stephen King and creepy weird ass Stephen King.
Stephen King is kind of funny in movies, like low key. Like he's not supposed to be. He's always like that dark and spooky guy, but he's in a few that I watched. And I always laugh when I was like, "This is a dude that writes 4 books." Okay.
And are you watching the trailers? You said for Creepshow 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay, they're supposed to be cheesy and corny. It's a comic book.
I know
they made
that.
very, very. Okay.
I just have a
so they
hard
didn't even
time
show
getting, I getting a hard time passing, like, it doesn't look good. Not that it looks cheesy or terrible, it's just, it doesn't look good.
This looks very cheesy and corny. I mean, yeah, this got like the old lightning shooting through it and everything. It's George A. Romero and Stephen King. So it's one that you have to watch.
I
should watch it.
I will. Have you seen Talk to Me yet?
Not yet. No, that's on my to watch.
I think we were talking about. Is that the one we were talking about last year? Or earlier this year?
We talked about that earlier this year because the Rocca the Rocca brothers were in it, or created it.
This is one of those like again, if you believe in the paranormal, you believe in like the superstitious type thing.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a very realistic hitting home type thing because like it's just all about touching a embalmed hand and like asking questions, all that. At the same time, to me, it's like, oh, okay, it looks cheesy at times. Where like I could watch this, but the same like possessed items, spell locked items, and change like. But at the same time, like I don't fuck around with certain things. Voodoo, don't touch it. Gypsy
Yeah.
items, don't touch it. Been robbed by a couple of them. Don't touch them. Like just. But at the same time, it's one of those where like I don't think it's. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm getting older, which means I don't care. But I'm just like, it doesn't look bad. It definitely looks like it has promise to it. But I also don't know any of these actors and actresses. Like, this is a whole new group of horror.
I think it's a lot of it's based around from their people they know.
Yeah.
You know, just because they've been wanting to make one for a long time. We talked about it before. Like they've been trying forever to make a movie, and they finally had one. It got good reviews and everything as well.
Yeah,
A lot of people liked it.
I thought Babadook took off. Did they write that one?
Fucking hate Babadook.
I didn't.
I hate that fucking movie. It's so fucking dumb. But it's like it's a. Is that considered a foreign film? Or not?
No.
Because it's 2014. It's fucking. It was. We watched it because like, oh, you have to watch this movie. I hated it. Granted, they did show the character, or the Babadook or whatever, but I was not a huge fan of it. I did watch The Boogeyman. That's a new one that's been out for a little bit.
That was the other one.
I went to. That you watched?
I didn't watch Boogeyman. Don't give me. Did not watch it.
It's good. I enjoyed it. I watched it on the plane right over, and one that's got in a long time. It got me. I jumped at one point. It caught me off guard, and even on the tiny ass screen that I'm watching, it caught me off guard. It was good, and they showed the monster, what you want to call it, as well, and it was very well done. I liked it. Yeah.
I guess you call it.
Yeah, the Boogeyman. Yeah. No, creepy thing that walked around in the dark.
I knew there was a movie we literally just watched a few days ago. I meant to ask you if you watched it yet. It's on Amazon Prime, but Totally Killer. That
is that the 80s one?
Yes. When you talk about like when I think campy and cheesy, yes, like this movie got it.
Didn't I send you that one? I sent you that. I thought it was a Max Headroom mask.
Maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was a Max Headroom mask, but then I watched it again. It's not.
Give me a second, because if you sent me a link, I have it.
Pretty sure I sent you that. That was a Max Headroom mask. I was like, there's no fucking way he's wearing a Max Headroom mask.
What?
Because like it's like nobody knows. Like I talk about all the time. Nobody knows or remembers who Max Headroom was.
Which was probably why I knew it. We're watching. Yeah, you sent it to me. Really killer. Okay. Yeah, but that's a good one. That's not fucking horror. It's classified as comedy / horror / thriller, and it's not. It's funny. I will give it that. The chick that plays in it is the reboot of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think that's a good movie. We thoroughly enjoyed that, and but again, it's just one of those where it's like, it's funny. There's a big twist when you're like, oh, did not see that coming. Awesome. So,
that's what I do want to watch, because that's on our to watch also. Another one that I watched that and it's not really a horror movie, it's more of a suspense, but I caught myself multiple times watching it, Spontaneous, like trying to figure out why I was breathing so hard, because I was holding my breath, because they're literally just fucking just people fucking exploding. These teenagers are just randomly exploding, in the middle of a class, and it's like, what the fuck? Probably one of the movie I enjoyed for a long time. I think I've watched it a couple times also. It's not a horror by any means, more of a suspense. Obviously, why I was out of breath watching it, but it was funny.
Cracking up, so you just heavy breathing because you're fat. It's fine. We all do it.
Shut up.
Is it the Black Mask? Is that the name of it? I'm trying to think of this one. I can see the guy wearing a top hat and creepy mask. I think it's called Black Phone.
Oh yeah,
Black Phone with Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, that one I more than likely won't watch.
So, I mean, I didn't know anything about this one before we watched it. It was one of those, like, somebody recommended it to me, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. I've seen trailers or ads for everything. I've always skipped it, but I was like, I'll watch it. And again, if you're not familiar with the story of it, it's there's a child killer. Somebody's abducted and locked in a soundproof basement. 13-year-old boy received calls on disconnected phone line from the killer's previous victim. Like, this is one of those subjects, like, I don't like watching horror-based stuff around children because it hits home, let alone kidnap children. But it was one of those, like, very messed up to a degree. But at the same time, I was like, okay, you got me. It got me a couple times, but I'll watch it again. Fool me once. That's what happens when you take recommendations from live streams.
No, that's one I probably will watch just because some of those movies I don't enjoy them. Doesn't seem like one I enjoy because it's not corny and cheesy like the ones that I like to watch. I found that I don't watch a lot of serious movies anymore either.
A lot of what?
Like that one, serious ones like this one seems to me like a serious style movie.
It's a very, very serious movie.
I would say it's a very serious movie. It's got a horror mystery thriller style to it, I guess, but no, I probably won't watch it unless I'm told I have to. Then I have to watch it.
Hey, you have to watch it.
Not by you.
Surprise, bitch.
Somebody else.
Oh, look at this. I've watched a lot of horror films because Tremors is a horror film. I Know What You Did Last Summer is a horror film.
How many Tremors have you watched?
3.
Oh, you haven't seen the fourth one?
There's not a fourth one. Is there a fourth one? Are you lying to me?
I'm not lying to you.
Tremors. Tremors 2. No. There's not.
Yes. Yes, there is.
1990.
A Cold Day in Hell? Or The Legend Begins? Because The Legend Begins is the Western one. The Cold Day in Hell is where there's ice tremors.
All right, so I've seen Tremors, I've seen Aftershocks, and I've seen Back to Perfection. There's 7. No, that's a short. Never mind. Ignore that one. Legends Begin, Tremors 4. Tremors 5, Bloodline. Then Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell. And then 2019, I don't think that's the same. Tremors.
That's not it.
No, that's not it. That looks fucked up. It's a foreign film.
So yeah, there's
6?
6 of them? Yeah. So
those... Nope, I'm not watching.
Even
hold on. Let me just look up the others.
What's his name?
Michael Gross, Jamie Kennedy. Oh, no, I'm not gonna watch that. Jamie Kennedy in it.
He's yeah, it's some of them are tough, but
not because he's a bad, not because I don't like him.
He's not a good actor. Michael Gross is in it though. That's the one that helped make those. I mean, obviously Kevin Bacon in the first one.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry, Kevin Bacon. Do you not remember?
Yes, but I mean, Fred Ward also was another one that helped with that franchise. But yeah, Kevin Bacon was a big one. The first one I can watch the first one numerous times.
God damn.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of them.
But again, this is kind of how my movie searches go, especially like for horror shit, where I'll find one, and then I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, did you know there's a second one? Like, like, hold on, let me double check before I just spout off nonsense.
So I think
Yeah, so like,
it's Mike.
Deep Blue Sea. Did you know there's
I
three of
don't
those?
know. I mean, after they tried to kill LL Cool J, I don't think I watched
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. So we've watched all of them, and
Really?
you know how like, so the original Deep Blue Sea in like '99 had a
Mm-hmm.
little like cheesiness to it, and like it
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
bad. I enjoyed it. I liked it. But there was still like comedic relief cheesiness about it. Yeah, then they wait, I don't know, almost 20 years to make a second one, and it's just, it's worse, like significantly worse than the first one. And then Deep Blue Sea 3 is it shouldn't have ever been made. Like it's just shit. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it otherwise, but um yeah, not great. There was another shark movie.
The Meg.
We did watch Meg 2.
I haven't watched it yet. So
It's a
there's
shark movie.
yeah. Duh.
No, there was
Really?
there was a that movie made me mad. No, there was a God damn it, there was a shark movie we watched earlier this year. I may have told you we hadn't even talked about it. Where college kids go to this cabin on an island. It's not like an island, but a giant pond island in the middle of it. Anyways, it's not a real like when I think island, I think like Caribbean islands, ocean. This is a pond.
Is it a newer movie?
No,
Or no?
no.
Is it like The Cabin?
Isn't that a horror movie?
The Cabin is, yeah. Which that's one that I hope that I wanted them to just like keep making a shit ton of, because all the monsters that came out of
Yeah.
the basement, I guess you could say, or whatever. I was like, fuck yes, make more of these.
No, it's not Cabin. I can't think of it. It's on Hulu. I do know that. So if I go through my playlist, I can find it. But basically, these college kids, I want to say are up in Michigan. They drive up there. They go on spring break. They go to this cabin that's on a little like inlet island on a pond, and then the prime bad people have been flying in sharks from the ocean and putting them inside the pond, and they've been videotaping it, uploading it to the dark web to make money off of. So the videos would be of like sharks eating people, and these people would go missing, and the sheriff wouldn't do anything about it because the sheriff was the bad guy. So, for the life of me, I can't fucking.
Why do I feel like I've seen that? It sounds
I,
familiar,
I
but
feel
like
like you're the one that probably recommended it to me.
it's a
But
shark movie.
it's a multiple shark movie. Yeah, there's like the cookie
Okay.
cutter shark. There's the great white. There's a tiger. There's a bull shark. There's like all types of sharks. But
I feel like I've seen it, but I can't remember.
again, I would have to dive through my Hulu.
It's like it's I swear it sounds like something that I've seen, and I very well could have recommended it to you, but I can't think of like. I mean, I even looked up like dark web shark movie, and
Careful with that. That will.
that's yeah.
That will.
I watched
Affect
nothing weird popped up at least, so it was first one was IMDb, so it was good. But I'm not like seeing.
on a side note, if you're on Hulu, go type in Shark Lords and just look at the thumbnail. You're welcome. What is
See, I'm
the
trying
name
to
of
think if
this
there's
movie?
a. They said it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
The shark movie is on Hulu.
When you're on Hulu, though, search Shark Lords, the show.
Shark Lords.
Yeah, just search that. Look at the thumbnail.
I want to.
Oh, you're gonna. What is the name of this? This is like now we're to Google mode.
Wait a minute. I don't know if this is the Hulu one or not. I typed in Shark Lords Hulu.
Let me hold on.
Is there like a little BDSM going on here with this shark, or
Yeah.
It's got a fucking gag ball in its mouth, or what the
It's a ball gag,
shit
yeah.
strapper? Yeah, what the fuck? You watched some weird shit.
I didn't watch it. I'm searching for my movie. I typed in shark movies on Hulu.
What fucked up algorithm do you have to where that popped up?
I went to Hulu and typed in shark movies, thinking it would pull it up, and that was like number 12. I was like, hold on a second. What was it?
That's fucking weird. Is it Shark Night?
Maybe?
It has a lake house. Yeah, 15 shark species hiding in the water, just waiting. That sounds like what you were talking about.
Yeah, Shark Night. Yeah.
Okay.
I just typed out the whole description of what I told you, and Shark Night's the one that popped. But
yeah,
was
so that was
3D.
okay.
I think we watched the 3D version.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, this was. I don't know if you recommended it or if we just stumbled upon it, which is typically how most of my shows go. But this is another one that was like, it's the category for it is like horror or thriller or suspense horror. So this one's categorized as horror. Or like, I have a hard time considering these horrors, but by definition they are.
Yeah,
That's
no, I mean
you should go watch. It's stupid funny.
There's so many different horror genres that things get thrown into.
And if anybody has seen Shark Lords, let us know if it's good. If it's worth watching.
I mean, there's a lot of shark movies that since Sharknado started. I mean that's one that spilled off a lot of them. One that I want to watch but I have not found yet is Sky Sharks.
Sky?
Just go ahead, and also anybody listening, go ahead and just go into IMDb, put in Sky Sharks, and you're welcome. It's everything that you're gonna want in a movie.
He's in it. Asian guy, I can't pronounce the name. Oh, the thumbnail tells me everything. Now hold on.
So
is this the one that came out in 2020?
Yes.
The picture says fall 2017.
Yeah, it's just kind of let the trailer kind of play, and there's everything that you want in a movie, in every movie you've ever watched in one movie for you.
And Soon's in it.
Every type of military style movie, horror movie, sci-fi, everything you can think of in one movie, including flying sharks.
Including a certain regime. Let's just read a description. Deep in the ice of Antarctic, the Antarctic, a team of geologists uncover an old Nazi laboratory still intact where the dark experiments have occurred. In order to conquer the world, the Nazi created modified sharks who were able to fly. Again, realm of possibility. This sounds like something they would have done.
So yes, that is one that I want to watch.
Yeah, watch.
And also looking at, it's got Tony Todd on it, who is the original Candyman as well. So it does have some some horror roots to it.
Look, just because somebody plays another horror franchise does not make that movie said horror.
No, but
That's
he's
the guy who
iconic
plays
enough.
Shang Tsung too, though.
True.
I'm not gonna say his name because I'm gonna butcher it, and look, I've already butchered one person's name tonight. Well, we need to
Yeah,
add to
there's
the list. But speaking of like
definitely plenty of
Candyman,
actors in it.
Candyman's also another good one, but is loosely based off of quote real events, where there's a
Yes.
whole like I don't want to say serial killer, but they blame it. They called him a serial killer after his death.
Mm-hmm.
It's like again, that's another good one to like watch.
Yeah, and I still haven't seen the new one. There's a lot of these remakes I don't want to watch because I don't want to screw up any of the nostalgia of the old ones.
Yep.
But I didn't get horrible reviews. I probably should just watch it, but
Okay, so I typed in top 25 or sorry, top 50 horror movie franchise or horror movies to watch during October.
mm-hmm.
Charlie Brown, It's the Great Pumpkin made number 49. It comes right after The Shining, which is
Wow.
probably how you should watch it. Watch The Shining and then make yourself feel better and watch Charlie Brown.
Yeah, definitely. That's the route you should go. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones you're gonna see. I clicked on there's top 200 and number one I don't really agree with, but
What's your number one?
number one for this one is Psycho,
Oh,
the
yeah.
original,
Yeah.
1960. Iconic, yes, but not number one in my opinion. I don't consider Alien a horror movie either, or King Kong a horror movie. But at the time when that movie came out in the 30s, yes, it was definitely a horror movie. And watching it now,
Why are you
absolutely
trying to get me to
horrible.
watch it? Nope. Get that.
Which one? The old one, the original or the remake?
2017.
Oh, you should watch it. You'll like it.
See, Casper's on here. I've watched Casper a bunch.
Fuck out of here. Fucking Casper.
Or, okay, look, I'm going to say this. I need you to shut your mouth and stop judging me, okay? You think you can do that for a little bit?
I'll try.
The Rocky Horror Show gets watched every year. Still fucking hilarious.
Yes, it is.
But
Tim
look,
Curry is.
it's rated as a comedy horror musical.
Yes, it is. So do you guys watch Sweeney Todd also then?
I do actually, yes. We just got done watching Sweeney Todd. Which, by the way, I don't know if we talked about this. Like, when I think of Sweeney Todd, I always forget it's a musical. Like, always.
Really?
Yeah, we just watched it, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember this part, I remember this part. And basically, all the parts I remember is in between the singing. Like, we just got done watching it, so we're also, like, kind of on a Johnny Depp binge, where we're just watching a bunch of his stuff. And I
Yeah.
was like, I don't remember this being a musical. And of course, my wife's like, "Oh, I haven't seen this since like 2000 whatever." I was like, "It's a musical."
Yes, it is.
And then of course, I'm texting certain people, and they're like, "Yeah, do you not remember watching this back then?" It's like, "No, I do.
Yeah.
I don't remember them singing though." Yeah. Same with like Sleepy Hollow and Edward Scissorhand.
I was like, okay. I was like, those aren't musicals.
No, they're just shows I watch a lot of.
I was like, hold on, that's not a musical. What about Evil Dead? Have you seen those?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like you have to have seen those if you're our age.
Yes. Now, if you've seen those, have you seen? I don't know if you've talked about it before. Drag Me to Hell.
I need to see the
Same. The same director. can't remember if it's the same director or not,
The
but it's
2009 one?
yes.
Well, there's a 2020 TV series called Drag Me to Hell.
I know this is, and I believe it's the same. Yeah, Sam Raimi, who also did Evil Dead, and you watch the movie, you'll understand exactly why.
This also has Justin Long in it.
Yes.
Maybe?
Great movie. It's got a gypsy in it.
Yes.
There's a very amazing fight scene with the gypsy, with said gypsy, in a car, and like a.
Oh, yes. Yes. I've seen this. I'm looking at the trailer now. I have not seen this in
Okay.
a long time, but yes, I've seen this.
It's got the dancing black sheep and everything in it,
Yeah.
and that's definitely is where a lot of the Evil Dead style comes out.
Yeah.
And yes, it's
There's so many of these. I have to like watch the trailer, look at the artwork.
well, there
It's
are.
like, oh yeah, I know that.
They're old. It's crazy to say 2009 is old, but yeah.
Oh, you want to talk old? The original Blair Witch Project. That was one.
Yes.
I got my ass in so much fucking trouble. Even though I abided by the rules, I watched it at a friend's house. The fact that I came home and it scared the shit out of me because the little town we were in, keep in mind, fucking Bodunk, Kansas, middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, you blink, you pass. But we had a little section of just like woods, trees together by a railroad track. Blair Witch Project scared the shit out of me so bad that literally the group of kids I was hanging out with, along with my brother, we would all go down to the woods and we'd all stop going after like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. because of this fucking movie. Scared the ever loving shit out of me.
No, I can see that. I mean, it's funny. Blair Witch Project is number 111 on this top 200 that I'm looking at. So it's there.
Lost Boys, number
Bone,
99.
Bone Tomahawk is 114. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's fucking weird. I really fucked up.
You want
Death
to
scene as
talk
well.
about a movie that has like Final Destination? That's a movie that has fucking just like ruined 2 generations. Ruined us. Where we're driving, we're like, oh, that's a semi carrying some logs. Nope.
Yep.
I don't
I
think
mean,
I
I'm
will.
gonna
I
back off
don't
away
think
from
I
that
will.
one. Yep.
Like, hell, it was the other day we were driving to my mother-in-law's, and there's a railroad track right behind my mother-in-law's house. And every time we get to it, my kids are like, "Look before you cross." I was like, "Y'all haven't seen Final Destination, okay? Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I know all about this shit. Okay, okay. Thanks. Let me drive so I can watch out for this shit." I'll make snide little remarks too when we're like going up behind a semi or a tractor or anything. All I'm thinking is like, oh god, this is how we're gonna die. Let it be quick.
This is how it happens.
Let it be quick. That's all I ask. Quick.
That's where we go from
painless.
here.
It's fine. There was I was told to watch the new Haunted Mansion that's better than the original. That's also on Disney.
Better than the Eddie Murphy one?
Yes. See the one
I don't know,
yeah, he's in the 2003 one, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've not. I don't know. The new one, it looked good. The trailer looked good for it, but I've never seen. I don't even think I've seen the original, or not original, but the Eddie Murphy one. Have I or not?
I'm sure you have.
I have.
That's a classic.
I probably have. I don't remember. Yes, I have. I just think we watched it last year. Have you seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Not in a long time, but yeah.
That's one that the way they flipped it around.
Just like I seen Shaun of the Dead.
That's a great one as well. I love that one. It's a very good movie.
I'm
Very well done.
I'm gonna piss off a whole bunch of people with this one. Even though it's not horror, it's on this list though. Hocus Pocus is trash. I don't live with her. It's fine.
One of her favorite movies. Now the second one is.
No, they're both trash.
I hated the second one. I like the first one.
I hate both of them. I think they're both stupid. But also, I'm not a big fan of like Bette Miller, Jessica Parker, Kathy Najimy. Like I don't think they're good actors and actresses. To me, I don't like them in those roles.
I,
So,
I like it.
I
It was
think the
definitely
movie
one I
sucked.
enjoyed. Really, it's a very hard. That's a very
Get her on here. I'll tell her.
controversial. That's
She
no,
can't.
'cause I don't want to get hit.
She can't throw a chancla 4 hours away. I'm safe.
Close your windows. It's coming. It's on the way.
Just walk out the front door. Son of a bitch!
What the fuck? Gotcha, bitch.
You know, oh, this is also a good one. Also Tim Curry. Who doesn't like Tim Curry? Clue?
Clue's a good one. No, that doesn't
I
fall
mean,
in horror, does it? On their list, it does.
on the list it does, but it says it's comedy, crime, mystery, thriller.
Okay, yeah.
I would
All
say
I can
that's
remember from
more
that movie is
comedy, not
yeah.
crime. But I get it is crime, but that's the whole point of the game. But
Like all I can remember from that movie is them running all around and Tim Curry trying to point out all the different stuff and then running back and forth. That's like the one thing that pops into my head
you
with that
can't
movie.
forget Christopher Lloyd in it either.
I can't like I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
That's one of those I
Very, very
watch.
long
I
time.
watch every year. It's coming up. I'll watch that before Halloween.
I haven't seen that one in a very long time. No, there's so many different ones like The Conjuring. I don't watch The Conjuring.
Nope.
I haven't seen Annabelle. I haven't seen The Nun. Like that. Only one from that world that I've watched is Terrifier,
Terrifier.
and that's the one. That's the Art the Clown.
Oh,
That's the one
really?
I've talked about.
You watch that one, The Clown.
Hmm. I hate clowns.
I know, that's why I find it very surprising that all of a sudden you watch The Clown.
Hmm. Yeah, it's fucking creepy. The first one I haven't. I watched the first one and I have not. I still haven't finished the second one. I started it and it's fucking weird. Like
I will say this. You know what creepypasta is, right?
no.
Are you fucking with me just to make fun? Like, are you?
No,
You,
I'm serious. I have no idea.
you,
I saw you did the episode. I didn't.
you don't know? Oh my god, we
Creepy
got a
pasta. I don't
virgin
know
on
it.
our hands. Creepypasta is what it is.
I have
Creepypasta.
3 kids.
So, Virgin Mary.
I don't know what the fuck is creepy pasta.
Okay, so creepypasta, it's basically where anybody and everybody can go up there and they can write a post or write a blog or write a story. And that's all it is. It's fan fiction. All these
Okay.
are fan made stories. You should know what creepypasta is because that's where Slender Man comes from. Slender Man originated.
I don't give a shit about that. I think it's dumb. The whole
Okay.
present.
I'm
That's dumb.
I'm not fucking arguing the semantics of Slender Man, okay? Stop deviating. Creepypasta is the platform it came from. It's the website that basically there's been a lot of writings that have started on creepypasta and now have became almost myths and legends and lore and taken a life in of himself, like Slender Man specifically, because that is the most notorious one in like the last 10 years, 12 years, something like that. But there used to be a story years ago, which you probably don't know because you don't pay attention to creepypasta or never heard of it. But there are stories like Tiki Toby, which ties in with Slender Man. There's the Killer Clowns, which is actually what sparked the 2016 clown
Oh,
thing.
clown. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where killer clowns were going around. Creepypasta is where it originated from before it happened. But, anyways, go check it out. If you
I'm
have
looking.
it,
I'm looking at it right now.
I figured. Go check it out. I think we should do an episode about creepypasta, like you and I talking about some of them. Otherwise, go listen to the other episode, 4 back, where it's the 3 most infamous stories from creepypasta. Tiki Toby, the Hoodie Man, and Slender Man. In that order. When I should have read it, Slender Man, Hoodie Man, Tiki Toby.
There are books also.
There are some books. Some people have turned these into books.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the creepypasta collection.
Mm-hmm.
You might be your local Target and Walmart.
Yep. So there's a lot of like that's just one of those like I don't dabble in that sectors too much, but because you're big into conspiracy theories, if you want to find some really twisted, dark ones, creepypasta has a few, but just know it's all fan fiction. So there's absolutely no scientific evidence to any of these stories, but they're also fun to read. So I'm gonna try to get him to do one. Is what I'm saying, everyone.
I'll look at that. There's a lot of reading involved, so I'll be honest.
Yeah,
Probably not gonna do it.
no fucking shit. When it says like it's 20-minute reading, no, it's like 40.
Shit.
And it's not because I read slow, because I don't. It's the fact of some of their writing, some of the grammar, trips me up. And I'm like, nope, that's not that. No, that's not the way you say this. And you can hear it in our episode or my episode of Creepypasta, and you can hear.
Oh, you're trying to read it?
Yeah, because I read it verbatim, and I read it, I go, huh? No, and I have to stumble back and reread it. It's like, God damn it. I mean, even there, with with my pen, I'm tracking each word so I can read it properly. But that's another one. We will do. When is Halloween? Is that Tuesday?
The 31st. Creepypasta. There's a movie of creepypasta. It says 2023 though. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if it's got a full cast.
We may do something for Halloween. My kids will be done. My kids will be done. Yeah, so treating by 8:30.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. There's a. It's got a 5 out of 10.
Screen box exclusive, wherever that is.
Prime Video, 99 cents.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Screenbox. I wonder if that's a Shutter style.
There's no trailer.
Subscription. No, there's not.
But it looks like Slender Man's the focus. Sorry, the Gray Man.
Oh, the Gray Man?
Yeah, I don't think they call him Slender Man in the stories.
Okay, they got the.
I think that they call him the Gray Man, but they describe him as a slender man with no face. Ah, 5 out of 10 stars.
It is on Amazon Prime right now.
You watch it.
Free.
You let me know how it is. And we'll reconvene next week.
Watch that one.
Rahgel does and will have a lot of content coming out that you may have missed by the time this episode's airing right now. So go check it out everywhere we are social media wise. TikTok, YouTube, primarily. I don't think he has access to Facebook or Instagram.
I don't know if I do or not. Maybe Instagram, I think I do.
But if you want to be on a future episode, though, check the description. There's a calendar invite where you can come on for 30 minutes to an hour. And if you do it before the end of October, you can take part of a horror one or Halloween edition, spooky, whatever. I don't know. Ooh, scary. Or if you want to be on a wrestling specific one, You just kind of got to schedule those yourself the week of any WWE pay-per-view event. Yeah. We talked a lot about movies. I just realized what time it is, so we're going to call it a day.
Before somebody can't sleep because it's dark outside.
Look, my fish tank has flashed on twice now, okay?
That and your cat's going to creep the shit out of you, too, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. My kids haven't woken up. I'm telling you what, though. They wake up. Oh, I've got 4. Yeah. We need to do something for Halloween, though. So.
I'm working on it.
Just like you worked on all the TikTok videos last year.
Well, they were started. Not finished.
Not even published on our account.
They were cross platform. It was Warzone style. They were cross platform. Speaking of which, make sure you check us out Thursdays. We'll try and play. Sig tries to play.
Hey, you were struggling too. Don't fucking just blame me.
You struggled too. No, but I was able to play.
Really?
You typically just can't even get on.
As fuck.
I know, it's true. Okay, I won't deny that one. But normally, Thursday nights are our thing to play, hang out, shoot the shit, and anger each other. Because certain people walk away and don't say anything. Yes, you. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I'm over here. I forgot to say something.
I'm pretty sure it's me going, hey, I'm over here. Rahgel, where the fuck are you at? Oh, I went this way. I need a loot.
Well, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, 3 seconds.
No, you're not blaming me. By the way, check us out Thursday nights. Till then, bye, bitch!